Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at a new watch from GM Lang. This is the Trailseeker. Actually, I think this is their only watch. They're a new watch micro brand. So before we look at the watch, let's take a quick look at the packaging it came with. It came with a nice, simple leather pouch, along with this leather card here, which protects the case back from the bracelet when it's in storage. Nice, simple, effective packaging. I really like just having simple packaging like this and more of the money going towards the timepiece. So let's zoom in and take a closer look at this watch. Now, I did reach out to the company and they agreed to send this over on loan for us to check out. So I did not pay for this watch, but I'm not being compensated other than being able to take a look at this watch with you guys. So this is currently on pre-order. Pre-order price is $295, and expected delivery is sometime in the summer of 2021. So this dial here is called I'm going to mispronounce it, but I think it's Chosis Mountain Green. I believe they have a blue dial and a black dial as well. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. You guys might want to go check them out. So this is a rugged field watch, 316L stainless steel, BGW9 lume, and it has a good movement. It has the Miyota 9035 movement, which is a no date movement, which matches with the no date dial. So this is a screw down crown. And as you may be able to see on the dial here, it is rated for 200 meter water resistance, so perfect for a field watch. So I did just unscrew it. First position here is hand winding, and the next position will be hacking. The second hand will stop. And then you can also set the time in this position. So if it was a movement with a date on it, you would have a ghost date position where you would be in the date set, but rotating the crown wouldn't do anything for you because there's no cutout for the date. This is a signed crown with the GM Lang logo there, which is also present on the dial. I've not had a watch with this color green dial before. It looks pretty neat. Maybe I'd call it an olive green, kind of like army green. So you can see the logo at the just below 12 o'clock, the name there, everything is printed on here, printed Arabics. So you have the hours in the inner ring there, and then the outer ring you have the minutes. And that minute hand reaches right out to the minute track, along with the second hand as well. This handset kind of reminds me of something I've seen on an Omega. Also, you can kind of see on the hour hand there's a crease in the middle. So a little more complicated than just some simple stamped hands. These may be stamped anyway, but it's not just a flat piece of sheet metal. So the watch is a mixture of brushed and polished surfaces. The bezel is brushed on the top, then polished on the edge here. Then the bevel is polished as well. Solid link bracelet, solid end links. It has a decent clasp as well, a milled clasp. This portion here looks like it's stamped, but it's some thick metal. It's all 316L stainless steel. Dual deployant, dual pushers here, which works fine. Bracelet looks kind of like an oyster bracelet. It also has the female end link here, which is great for a smaller wrist. The lugs do protrude out a little bit beyond the end link, but it's a good looking watch. I think it'd look great on a variety of straps too, but I left it on bracelet. Bracelet feels good to me. They are screwed links, Actually, I removed all of the links from this one here to fit my wrist. And I've not gone into the micro just yet, so you could go even a little bit smaller than 6.5, maybe 6.25 or 6 inches. We'll go over the dimensions of the watch in a moment, but here's a look at the links. Nice solid links. And as I mentioned, there are 3 micro adjusts on the clasp. The clasp is a mixture of brushed and polished surfaces. This brushing should help hide some of the desk diver marks. Looks like there is one here. I believe this is a prototype watch. This been passed around to some other reviewers. Screw that crown back in. Also, I like that the inside of the lug here is polished as well. That's a nice touch. Don't see that too often. So let's go over the dimensions of this watch. Lug to lug is 49, and that end link is not any farther out than that, so that is a true 49 millimeter lug to lug. Case diameter from right here to here is 39 millimeter. Thickness on this is 12.5, and that's up to the domed sapphire crystal. Crown size is 5.8, which may be a little bit small, but it's still functional, so nothing wrong with that. And as I mentioned, 200 meter water resistance. It does have an anti-reflective crystal, although it does seem to be picking up a lot of the background in the studio here. The curved dials, the curved crystals like this really seem to pick up a lot of the background in here for whatever reason. And it does have a BGW9 lume. So it's also a double dome sapphire crystal, not just a single dome. So let's check it out compared to my Seiko SKX009. This dimension looks a little bit long. Maybe they can cut down on the crown size. But it wears great on my wrist, which will show off in a moment here. And then we'll check out the lume towards the end of the video. So my SKX is 42 millimeter. And it's a little bit thicker than the field watch. Although that slab side of the watch makes it look a little bit thicker than the SKX, but the SKX is thicker. And I also happen to have my Hamilton here. We can look at these two side by side, since these are both field watches. Although this Hamilton is only rated to 50 meter water resistant, which is a little disappointing. I'd like at least a 100 meter water resistant watch for everyday use. So let's get this Trailseeker on wrist, and then we'll check out the lume. So if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I'd really appreciate it. Like the video if you liked it, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this watch overall. You like that green dial? Like I said, I've not had another watch with this color green dial. I do have some other green dial watches, but not a olive green like this. So as you guys know, I'm not too good with picking out exactly what these colors are, but that's what I would call it. So anyway, I have a 6.5 inch wrist, the 52 millimeter wristband, and lug to lug on this is again 49. So I think it wears great on my wrist. And I would just keep this on bracelet. So let me know what you think of this new company, new watch. I don't really think I've seen another watch that looks like this. If you have, let me know. And let's pause the video and we'll check out the lume on this compared to my Seiko SKX. I've actually not seen the lume on this yet, so looking forward to that. All right, so on the left we have the Trailseeker with that cool blue BGW9 lume. And on the right we have my Seiko SKX 009. At least to my eye, the lume on the Trailseeker is not as good as what's on camera. And actually you can see that it's died out a bit already. It's a field watch, it's not a dive watch, but I think the lume is okay. And as I've said before, the lume to me, it doesn't really matter so much. That's not so high on my priority list, but you can see here how it compares to the Seiko SKX. And I think that will conclude the video. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.